Breath of Fire 2 is one of those recognized, bona fide classics of the Super Nintendo era. Its impeccable pixel art, fun yet simple gameplay, colorful characters, and historic RPG legacy has solidified it in most people's minds as one of the greats, and today, we're rating its party members.
Oh God, Dane.
We'll be examining the 9 different playable party members in this gem. Breath of Fire 2 doesn't have too many unique mechanics we need to level set on. The main one is the shaman fusions. Once you've reached a certain point in the story, party members can be fused with shamans to make better, more powerful units. This, along with stats, equipment, accessibility, and overall usefulness, will be considered in the ranking. If you enjoy RPG content, make sure to subscribe and become a Patreon member for only $1 a month to get access to an exclusive library of videos, as well as a Patreon exclusive release every month. This month is a video on games that crossed genres into the RPG genre. Anyway, let's get started. The tier. When a party member's best attribute is their field skill, you know you have a problem. Gene, the frog, is an underwhelming DPS whose speed and overall combat performance is lacking. His Holy Shaman fusion does have the chop ability, which can be awesome for burst damage, but its charge time and general unreliability make Gene the worst party member in the game. The low tier. At the cost of a damage-dealing party member, Spar can be useful. Unfortunately, aside from his buffing and debuffing, Spar brings little else to the table. He's slow and hits for some of the lowest damage in the game. But if you're willing to have a dedicated support party member to beef up your other party members, specifically attack up, Spar's is the right choice for you. Bo is an excellent healer, probably the best in the game. He has arguably the best healing spells in BF2 and comes with the Twin Bow, which, with the right setup, can dish out great late game damage. He's your early game healer, but Bo's greatest flaw is his accessibility. Bo will not be available to the player for a large chunk of your playthrough, landing him in the low tier. The mid tier. Sten's Sway ability, which allows you to switch out enemies in an encounter, makes his fusion form one of the most useful in the game for farming and XP. Without the Shaman system, Sten would have landed in the low 2 tier, but if the player capitalizes on the Shaman fusions, Sten will be a must for grinding. Although Bo is a great healer, it's generally recommended that Rand be your main party's healer, as he doesn't just have vital skills, but is an absolute tank as well. Rand's survivability is unparalleled, and despite his low speed and terrible equipment, his healing plus decent damage to boot makes him one of the better characters in the game. Nina is the second best mage in the game and probably should be in the top tier. If given Missile from Baros early on, she'll most likely be your best damage dealer through the early game. In the late game, Nina will learn some devastating DPS spells as well as a debuff for the enemy. The issue here though is twofold. One is that she's incredibly squishy, and the other is that Blue will completely outpace her, which just leaves the utility of her Angel Summon in the endgame. The top tier. Cat essentially turns any player into a furry-loving basement dweller. Cat is your best physical damage dealer with incredible speed and attack power. Give her the Devil Shaman fusion and suddenly you have one of the best damage dealers in the game. Similar to Nina, Cat is incredibly squishy, but her unrivaled damage and the ability to almost always act first offsets this. The God tier. Ryu lacks the ability to fuse, but has the series staple of Dragon Transformations. Dragon Transformations provide the highest burst damage for both single target and multi-target encounters. Ryu also has the second best stats in the game, some of the best equipment, and the general utility of a series MC. Manage his AP correctly and you will have an absolute powerhouse, capable of taking down the hardest encounters in BOF2. Blue is recruited overleveled, has the highest stats in the game, comes with Bolt X, which is the best defensive spell in BOF2, and has self-sustained survivability through Shed. Few RPG party members can rival her in sheer ability to break the game. Blue is a hidden party member for good reason, as finding and utilizing her objectively broken abilities is unrivaled. Needless to say, she's the best party member in the game. Now as for best party, there are a lot of interesting combinations you can build out. Generally, Ryu and Blue are always recommended. If you want more damage capability, Devil Fusion Cat is also a great pick. Rand and Bow both handle any healing, and if you want to boost your attack even further, you can always throw in Spar for kicks and giggles. And that's our list. I hope you enjoyed. Who made it to your in-game party? Thank you to all my Patreon members, and if you would like to join Patreon, click on the link below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.